I'm here with Mike at Sedona Paint Store, and he's going to run through some information about paint tips. Complicated stuff, airless spray paint tips.
This is Mike with Life the Basic Manual, talking about tip sizes for your airless spray pumps. Whenever you buy a pump from the store, the most basic tip size it's going to give you is a 515 or a 517. The 5 at the beginning of the number, if you double that, that's your fan width at 12 inches off the surface. The 17th is the orifice size, 17 thousandths of an inch. That's how much paint it's going to put out. So when you're dealing with interior latex coatings, they will recommend a 515, 517, or maybe a 521 to apply that specific paint. And at the end of this video, there will be a chart, a flow chart, so you can look at different fan widths, different orifice sizes, and also different gallons per minute that the tip will produce. Your orifice size on this side, from a 0.007 to a 0.036. The orifice size is dependent on how many gallons per minute that specific tip will produce. More industrial coatings or elastomeric type coatings where they want a certain millage of paint put on, they'll recommend whatever tip size to use, gallons per minute, and then you can just look on this chart, find the gallons per minute, and then pick any size depending on the fan width you want. If you want a small fan width but still put out a large amount of paint, or a large fan width with the same amount of paint, you can pick whatever you want. A reversible tip, meaning that when you put it in the housing and you're spraying paint and it's plugged, you can reverse the tip, blow out the plug, reverse the tip back, and continue spraying. This is the most common tip nowadays that you'll find, is a reversible tip, a gun swivel. So when you're spraying, this will fit on the end of a pole such as this, and you can swivel it 90 degrees any direction. So you're painting the eaves of the house and you want to get the back side of the eave, you just swivel the head and you can get the back side of the eave without a lot of hassle, as opposed to just using this pole with a tip on it, spraying the back of an eave. You're going to have a hard time doing it. This is an extension, a 2-foot extension that will go on a gun. When you buy this gun here, you get the gun, the head, and a reversible tip. Where it becomes complicated is when you get into heavy-bodied coatings, lacquers, industrial coatings for water sewage treatment plants, potable water tanks. Then you're going to have more specifications on tip sizes you got to use that will do the job. Put the product on, and that's pretty much it. And last but not least is a mil gauge. This will tell you how many mils of paint is on the surface. So when you put the mil gauge down, there are little teeth down here. So you spray the paint. When the paint's wet, you put the gauge in it and you see where the paint goes, and depending on where it touches is how many mils of paint you have on the surface. Industrial coatings, they use this a lot because they don't want no pinholes in the paint film after it's done. So this is a mil gauge, simple, very simple tool, but if you're doing industrial coatings, nice to have one in your pocket.